Hey there and welcome to our video. Today, we're going to be taking a deep dive into how climate change is affecting the global economy to help you gain a better understanding of it. So sit tight and let's get started. A recent analysis assessed how climate change could affect 22 economic sectors if global temperatures rose 2.8 degrees Celsius or 4.5 degrees Celsius by 2100. The higher temperature scenario may cost the U.S. $520 billion annually in climate change consequences on these 22 industries. According to the report, 2.8 degrees Celsius would save $224 billion. According to another study, the U.S. is second only to India in climate change-related economic losses. Climate change is affecting the economy. Morgan Stanley estimates that wildfires and hurricanes have cost North America $415 billion in the past 3 years. Climate change will impact our economy in various ways, including these. Number 5. Businesses and the financial market. Climate change will hurt businesses worldwide. Severe weather worldwide can damage factories, supply chains, infrastructure, and transit. Water shortages will raise raw material and industrial costs. Manufacturers, energy transporters, and insurers may face uncertainty due to climate change. Coal mining and snowless skiing may become outdated. Carbon pricing and competitive subsidies may affect businesses. If a company pollutes, its image may suffer. Stranded assets like fossil fuels or real estate in a flood basin are worrying investors and stakeholders. The Carbon Disclosure Project asked over 7,000 companies to analyze their climate change financial risks in 2018. The CDP determined that 215 of the world's 500 largest corporations may lose an estimated $1 trillion due to climate change within 5 years unless they implemented precautionary actions. Alphabet, Google's parent firm, may face growing data center cooling costs. Rainfall and flooding could hamper Hitachi Limited's Southeast Asian suppliers. Climate change has cost some companies. In 2011, Thailand's flooding affected Western Digital Technologies' hard disk output. Heal said the fossil fuel industry's decline will hurt banks and investment firms. The 2011 U.S. coal sector stock market value was $37 billion. So, everyone who lent a lot to the coal sector 10 years ago would be in danger. Financial professionals worry this may happen to the oil and gas industry. Number 4. Tourism. Less snow and ice could cost winter recreation $2 billion. Rapid warming in the Adirondack Mountains could destroy the 30% local economy's winter activities sector. When water temperatures rise, more toxic algae blooms may reduce recreational water activities and freshwater fishing. Wildfires will reduce tourism and air quality. Deforestation and sea level rise could submerge tiny islands and coastal areas. Number 3. Human health and productivity. By 2090, heat will kill 300 more Americans in cities. Extreme temperature-related mortality alone cost $140 billion annually. By 2090, excessive temperatures will cost $160 billion in lost income and 2 billion labor hours. By 2100, several counties in Texas and Florida could lose more than 6% of labor hours due to heat exposure. Number 2. Infrastructure. Floods threaten vital infrastructure. Heal stated that sea level rise might erode asset prices by $2 to $5 trillion by century's end. That's loss from damage to residences, airports on beaches, docks, the railway line that runs up and down the East Coast, which is within a few feet of sea level, and I-95, which runs down the shore. Eastern only. Globally, sea level rise threatens approximately 4,000 kilometers of fiber optic cable, data centers, traffic exchanges, and termination points, the lifeblood of the global information network, according to 2018 research. Much of this equipment is buried near highways and coasts, therefore NOAA forecasts it will be underwater by 2033. Due to climatic change, the cables are water-resistant but not waterproof. CenturyLink, Intelliquent, AT and AMP-T, New York, Miami, are most vulnerable. Internet infrastructure concerns may affect U.S. firms. Number 1. Agriculture. Agriculture is most climate risky. Locally, these effects might be enormous, said Columbia Business School environmental economist Jeffrey Heal. Around a dozen Midwest states are heavily dependent on agriculture and might take a severe hit. During the 1950s, extreme rainfall occurrences in the Midwest have grown 37%, and this year, above-average rain and snowmelt have created catastrophic flooding. Nebraska lost $440 million in cattle, and Iowa lost $1.6 billion by March. NOAA predicts further floods in the coming months, which might affect food supplies. Farmers have planted 67% of their corn harvest compared to 96% last June. This yield loss might raise animal feed and biofuel prices, disrupting domestic and international markets. Climate warming may reduce Midwest grain and soybean yields by 25% by 2050. What do you think about our video? Please let us know in the comments area below. If you enjoyed this video and would want to hear from me again, please subscribe and turn on the notification before leaving. Thank you for watching us.